Good evening, folks. My name is Brian Aaron. I'm running for Hood River County District Attorney. I want to thank you all for attending this evening. It tells me that you care enough about this upcoming election to give up your time to come and listen to the candidates speaking here tonight. And I appreciate that. Thank you. I also want to thank the Chamber for inviting me, giving me this opportunity to speak all of you this evening. What I hope to accomplish in this brief time that I have with you this evening is that you leave this room tonight knowing that you have a clear choice with regard to the candidates for district attorney. This is going to be the first time in over a decade that you've had a choice for district attorney in this county. This is the third election cycle where the incumbent has run uncontested and unopposed. Let me begin by telling you folks a little bit about myself. I'm going to be 53 years old on April 30th, 1 week from today. Right about the same time ballots are going to get mailed out to you, so if you're thinking of an early birthday present, keep that in mind. As a teenager, I made some poor decisions growing up, and I was eventually kicked out of high school by the time I was 17. I was able to pull it together and go back to school. I attended college in the Bay Area and got my law degree from Santa Clara University in 1998. My first job was at a law firm, a rather large law firm in Oakland, California. I worked there for about a year. I took the Oregon bar exam and passed it and got a job at Metropolitan Public Defenders in Portland, Oregon. I worked there for about 2 years. I was offered a job opportunity out here working for the Public Defender's Office here in Hood River and got a chance to return to my rural roots, and I took that opportunity. I worked there a brief while, and then I opened my own law practice and have been here 20 years now in the community. Since kicking off this campaign, I've been walking door to door in communities from Mount Hood all the way to Cascade Locks. And I've been asking people, when I go door to door, asking what they expect from their district attorney's office. I ask them what they want from their district attorney's office. And the overwhelming response I've heard is change. The status quo is no longer acceptable. That's what I'm hearing from the community. While out knocking on these doors, I've had people ask me, what are my qualifications? Why do you want to be the district attorney? And I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell these people that I'm out there meeting door to door. I have a commitment to the community and serving the public. It's in my DNA. My father spent his entire life in public service and in the military. I also am dedicated to seeing that justice is served. I also tell people that it is time for change, and I know that now is the time for change, for the simple reason that when Mr. Sewell applied for the judicial vacancy that was opened up by Judge Hull's retirement, it sent the message to me that Mr. Sewell was ready to move on from his current position. People have been asking me what my qualifications are. I have 22 years as a lawyer in the area of criminal law and public service. I've worked both as the Hood River City prosecutor as well as a criminal defense lawyer. I've tried every kind of case from petty theft to homicide. I remember my first felony case while I was at the Public Defender's Office back in 1991. I had been working there about 8 or 9 months, and I got appointed to my first felony case. I didn't know what to expect. I was pretty wet behind the ears, but what I soon found out was the same rules of evidence apply in misdemeanors as they do felonies. The same pretrial motions, the same hearings, all applied in misdemeanor cases and as well as in felonies. The only real significant difference was that there was 12 jurors in the box rather than 6. And of course, if a conviction was entered, the penalty could be much more severe in a felony. But those are the major significant differences. I want to also let you know that when I came here 20 years ago and built my own law practice, I hired additional attorneys. I mentored them. I supervised support staff. I worked with investigators. I've worked with accident reconstructionists. I worked with medical experts, mental health experts, all in building up cases, the same as the district attorney would do. And as the Hood River City prosecutor, I tried every kind of misdemeanor there was: assaults, DUIs, theft cases. So I have experience both prosecuting and as a defense attorney. And what makes me qualified for this job, I have the unique experience of working both sides of the courtroom. I've been a defense attorney and a prosecutor, and I have the unique experience from gaining from that the areas I see room for improvement for both sides. I'm the only candidate that has worked both sides of the courtroom. I want to let you know that I respect John Sewell. I've been trying cases with him for close to 20 years. But where we differ is our vision for the district attorney's office. And I want you folks to know that crime across the state is down, not just in Hood River, across the state, and resources in the district attorney's office are up. But what has happened is that services have stagnated from that office. And what I want to do is bring to you new programs and new services which this county deserves. For instance, assisting parents with support enforcement. 26 of the 36 counties in Oregon are currently providing parents assistance in getting their support awards. Single parents who are owed money. And this is about removing barriers. I was at a meeting about a month ago with Chamber offered, where I see my time's just about up. I just want to let you know that I'm going to stay here until all of your questions are answered, and I hope you folks stick around and ask me questions about programs I wish to bring to this community. Thank you.